Hi there, and welcome to Holiday TV. I'm so excited that you're on the show. Today we're going to go over an amazing part of the wedding, which is going to be wedding planning as well as officiating and live music with Tan Weddings and Events. I'm excited for you to be on the show, and stay tuned. Welcome to Holiday TV, guys. I'm so excited that you're on the show. This is Jennifer and Rick Tan. They are a wedding planner as well as officiating and, as you can see, live music. So with wedding planning, should they have a wedding planner?
That's a really good question. And of course, our answer is going to be yes, that you definitely should have a wedding planner. And I would say that if at all possible, the wedding planner should be the first person you hire.
Yeah.
Because that wedding planner is going to help you develop your budget, find that perfect venue for you, and create the most amazing team of vendors that's going to match your budget, your vision, and what your priorities are. Even a couple who might just hire us at the last minute, that's okay. You know, maybe they have their venue and they have their photographer and they have. That's okay, because we'll come in and we'll help streamline all the processes, and we'll make sure that the timeline is solid, that all the vendors have been communicated with, and we'll make sure that everything that happens behind the scenes is smooth, stress-free, which is super important on the wedding day.
Yes, it is.
Super important. And I think, you know, one of the most important things is that really we're able to handle the multitasks and quickly problem solve all those weird little glitchy things that will happen on a day. And oftentimes a couple doesn't even know that they happen. They just get to enjoy their wedding.
What do you think about like Aunt Sue helping, or Aunt, you know, one of their aunts or their best friends, or you know?
That comes up a lot, not only with wedding planning, but as you know, with photography, it comes up with officiating, which we also do. They have a friend who wants to help. And we love friends and relatives who are really, really good at certain things. You have that Aunt Sue who's super organized. Bring her on, but still hire us, because what we'll do is we will work side by side with her. There's going to be something she really wants to do, and we will work with her on that. But on the flip side of that, Aunt Sue needs to get her hair and makeup done, right?
Yes,
she needs to
true.
eat. She wants to enjoy the ceremony. She wants to be a part of this wedding day for the couple, and it can be very stressful if she is tasked to do everything. Yes,
I really like that. That's
Being
true.
a wedding planner is like being a conductor of a symphony.
Yes.
Yeah.
We like to look at it that way, where all the musicians have their strengths and creativity, and it's our job to bring out the highlights of each of those musicians.
Yes.
And then Aunt Sue would be like the one just watching and just enjoying the symphony and listening to the music. So.
I love that, and I like how you brought in the music part of it.
Yes,
you love
it's
music.
always been a part of our lives.
Yeah.
And so you guys do officiating too, which I love.
Yes,
We do.
And
we love it.
say if they're trying to write their wedding vows, what do you suggest? What's some tips on wedding vows that they could write for themselves?
Oh, it's a great question. A lot of times we have to clarify too for couples when they talk about writing their wedding vows, if it's different from writing the entire ceremony. A lot of times couples will have something very personal and deeper in terms of meaning, what they can share. So they often ask us, is this something we can do in a wedding? We say, absolutely. In fact, it's going to be a very special part of your wedding, the highlight, if you want to do that. And they get a little bit anxious, thinking they might have to memorize.
Oh,
right.
right. I'd be kind of nervous too.
Yeah, there are a lot of couples who will, read it, have it printed on a sheet of paper or a vow booklet, really nice. And they read it to each other in that moment when they exchange their vows.
That's sweet.
And a lot of times it happens after the declaration of intent, the I do, and right before the exchange of rings. To make the process a little bit easier for them, you're not sending them out on a blank, canvas saying, write your vows since you want to do that. We created what's called Wedwordy.
Okay.
It's an app that we launched actually this year.
That's great.
And it's a wonderful app that has been built over years of experience of officiating many, many weddings. And it gives couples really an opportunity to look at the entire outline of a ceremony. So we'll start with some very dynamic templates on the app. So from the processional all the way down to their pronouncement, they essentially are part of the process of creating their own ceremony words.
Whether you hire us or not, it doesn't matter. If your friend is
so
officiating,
amazing.
you can still use Wedwordy and create an entire customized ceremony.
Oh my
And it's
gosh.
really easy.
And it's a great resource, for
It
them. So you
is.
can find it on wedwordy.com.
Oh, perfect. Wedwordy.com. Okay,
Yes,
guys, wedwordy.com. Well, do you have any information or any tips that you would like to tell, the audience, the brides and grooms out there? Any extra tips or anything that you would suggest as far as, music or, officiating or wedding planning, anything that you have?
Yeah, so we would recommend starting with your wedding planner, because your wedding planner is going to help you develop the most amazing team.
Yeah.
And that saves you a lot of time too, and having to research on who to find
It's
and
true.
how much do they cost and where do they come from. And so that is what we would recommend if you just don't know where to start for your vendor team.
Yeah, and that's true. And if you have, amazing professional, vendors all the way across the board, it's like they have a vision of where it should go, and if everyone's working together to create that vision, it'll be seamless. Like, I love what you said.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. Check them out. Both of their links are below, and subscribe as well, and then click the little bell. Thank you so much for joining us on HDTV.